This is Sonic, and you're watching JD Frank 20.
Nobody asked for your opinion. Wee-hee!
What is up, everybody? And welcome to the Super Mario Brothers movie review. Yeah, so obviously, before I get to the main picture, let's just say I have one thing to say about these so-called critic reviews. Yeah, basically, you guys can go go fuck off. Seriously. Like, seriously, who even trusts Rotten Tomatoes? Like, trusting Rotten Tomatoes in movie reviews is like saying that Zach from Switchforce is a credible source. Like, seriously, I understand some movie critics can be accurate here and there if you know who they are. I understand, but at the end of the day, there's some who just don't get it. You know, when you look at comparisons. So, again, you know, don't take the word of a movie critic. Like, if you see a certain movie you might be interested in, you know, take a look at it, you know, go with your heart, you know, just don't say like, maybe I shouldn't go see this movie because of what a critic says. You never know if the critic might be right or wrong. At the end of the day, look, it's your money, you spend it how you want it. If you enjoy the movie, that's great. If you didn't, oh well, that's understandable. But at the end of the day, man, don't subjugate yourself to a critic's review. That's all I have to say right there. Alright, now let's get on to the meat and potatoes of this review, and let's start with the Super Mario Brothers movie. Now, obviously, again, if you don't want, if you don't want to be spoiled, obviously, I recommend you not watch this review until you watch the movie yourself, just to get a full experience. But again, I'm just giving you one last fair warning right now. Alright, let's get on to the movie itself. Yeah, so the movie, the opening of the movie is actually pretty interesting when you think about it. Yeah, so obviously, you know, the way the movie kicks off, obviously, is basically similar as the first trailer, obviously. You know, Bowser invades the Ice Kingdom, and of course takes out that penguin army like it was nothing. Obviously got one of the big pops right there. And then, of course, he basically steals the Grand Star, obviously, for his own purposes. Then after that, he just warped into basically, into Brooklyn, obviously, into Mario's home world. And obviously, you see the Super Mario Brothers advertisement commercial, which looks pretty cool, actually. I'm gonna say something right now about the entire movie right now, and I'm gonna tell you the God honest truth. There was not one moment where there was even a cringe moment in this movie. That is a rarity. Like, there was not one cringe moment in this movie. Like, everything right there. Like, when you look at the rap for the advertising video, you'd think it'd be cringe. It's not. It works. It's funny. It got a reaction. It got a pop. For the entire length of the movie, there was not one dull moment that didn't make any sense. You know, nobody said this feels out of place. So again, you know, the movie's already off to a fantastic start. And again, you know, the advertising for the commercial is hilarious. Enjoy the hell out of it. Yeah, so obviously you realize, alright, so the Mario Brothers basically spent their entire life savings making that commercial, considering the fact that they left their previous employer, Spike, who was there basically just to rub it in, saying, oh, you guys haven't even got one call yet. So it's nice mention right there that the Mario Brothers basically want to start their own business after leaving their former employer. That's understandable. And then, of course, they get their first call, and then obviously, you know, before that, they realize, oh, crap, the van broke down, so what are they going to do? Simple, you run. And right off the bat, you had so many video game references in this movie. It's fantastic. It's amazing. And yeah, it's pretty. And right off the bat, you can easily tell that when Mario was platforming like it was nothing. Obviously, that's shades of New Donk City from Super Mario Odyssey. Yeah, apparently, you know, when it comes to the Sonic movie and the Mario movie, they really like flooding the entire city. I'm sensing a trend right here. But yeah, after what they discover what the main issue was, that's when they see that mysterious green pipe, which led them to the warp into different dimensions, apparently. So that's interesting right there. And then obviously you realize, okay, both brothers are unfortunately get separated. And obviously Luigi ended up being in the Dark Woods, unfortunately. And it was only a matter of time before he was going to get captured by Koopa forces, let's be real here. And then, of course, Mario gets transferred into the Mushroom Kingdom, as you all know already. So basically, that's interesting here and there. Now, there were so many references here to the movie. Of course, Luigi having the same antics as Luigi's Mansion, being a little bit terrified here and there, being on his own. That's understandable. But at the end of the day, you know, it works. You know, there's nothing wrong with using nostalgia for this movie. And then, of course, here's the number one reason for the movie that I was afraid of. I was afraid the movie was going to be woke as fuck. That's what I thought. That's why I didn't really want to review the last two trailers, because I thought of myself, okay, please tell me this movie's not going to be woke as fuck. And you know what I'm talking about. Okay, I'm giving you all the God honest truth. And thankfully, that was not the case. Look, at the end of the day, when you add all the pieces together, you realize, alright, Mario's basically an outsider into this world. And then you realize, what was gonna go down here and there. Now, many people were upset that Luigi was the one in distress as opposed to Princess Peach. But when you look at the opening, it kind of makes sense for it. You know, when you see all the cutscenes, all the backlashes here and there, flashbacks, you realize, okay, it kind of makes sense for it. So I know some certain diehard Luigi fans didn't like that, but it is what it is. But when you see the ending, you realize you get your payout, so please, don't hate on that. So obviously, you're introduced to Princess Peach, who by far was the star of the entire film. Let's be real here. You have no idea how popular Princess Peach was in the movie theater. She got probably one of the biggest reactions of the entire movie. I am not kidding you. I even saw two people cosplay as Peach during the theater. I'm telling you, a lot of people enjoy cosplaying as their respective characters, which is really cool. And I admire that. I really do. I myself was even wearing Mario gear also at the event, but nothing to the extent of a full costume. Just saying, just wear a hat and a t-shirt here and there. But still. Now, I do enjoy the way the Princess Peach was introduced in this game. I don't think in this entire movie she ever even had one moment of weakness in this game. As opposed to the near the end, where she realizes, you know, it was basically a hopeless situation, considering the fact that, you know, what happened at Rainbow Road. So you realize, right, fine, I'll do it. Just spare basically my kingdom and spare the Toads. Yeah, I know I'm getting ahead of myself here, but again, you know, I enjoy, you know, the movie is so great here and there. Everything's just going all over the place. So yeah, so obviously Mario goes through some intense training here and there. It takes him nearly all night, and he doesn't even finish the course. That Piranha Plant at the end got a nice chuckle. I'm not gonna laugh. Got a nice reaction out of everybody. Pretty interesting stuff right there. Now let's get on to Bowser. Obviously, I know I'm getting ahead of myself, but Bowser's performance was brilliant. Also, I'm not gonna lie. There were so many fun moments here and there. Like seriously, Bowser is just. I mean, he's just dedicated to get Princess Peach. Is like, wow, they really have him. Man, he is so dedicated to get this woman. Seriously, even in the video games, you realize, okay, that makes perfect sense. I mean, he's just kidnapping the princess just to marry her. That makes sense, you know. It's safe to assume that that's basically been the entire plot for over almost 4 decades now. Let's be real here. It makes sense when you think about it. But at the end of the day, you know, obviously Princess Peach, obviously, you know, always keeps giving him constant rejection. Said, fine, I have the Power Star, the Grand Star, maybe that'll convince her. If not, then fine, I have the power of the Power Star for leverage to destroy her beloved kingdom, so she'll have to say yes. I know, a lot of the performances here were fantastic here and there. So much music, so many music tunes from classic Mario games. It's amazing here and there. A lot of people may complain about this part of near the end of the movie during the wedding scene. I think it worked for what it had to be, and here's why. A lot of people probably did not like the part that Princess Peach probably had a ice flower hidden underneath that bouquet and was able to basically, you know, act all badass here and there, but it's believable in a way. And also, you know, you're probably saying, oh great, here's the woke part of Princess Peach. No, I don't consider that scene to be woke. You know, it was cool, it's badass, but I wouldn't consider it to be woke. Woke will be considered that if Princess Peach saved basically either the main character, which would be either Mario and Luigi. On top of that, but Mario and Donkey Kong at that point were already going to make their way up to that area, you know, facing their adversity. So at the point, it was justified. So don't tell me that the movie was woke as fuck. It really wasn't. It actually did its job. It did what it had to do. And I actually enjoyed that scene a lot. There's nothing wrong with booking Princess Peach like a badass in this movie as long as it makes sense. And speaking of Princess Peach, her origins in the movie, saying that she's not from the Mushroom Kingdom, that's interesting right there. That's a theory video worth having fun for, because when you look at these images right here of baby Princess Peach, you realize it's okay, where does she come from? Obviously, is she from Mario's world or is she from another galaxy? You see right there, a Mario Galaxy, you know, obviously, reference right there. And obviously that Luma right there, that baby cute Luma, obviously, the one who basically has the same personality as that fucking Zeddy from Sonic Lost World, the one who's always so fucking emo all the time. I forgot his name, because he's not important enough. I'll leave a still image right there, you'll get the reference, basically. He's just saying, oh, what's the point? I mean, you're all gonna die anyway, so just take the death and let's move on with it, basically. It was that version, basically, of a Luma. Like, whoa, that's a little bit dark for a kid's movie in a way, but fuck it. Let's go with it. It makes kind of sense when you think about it. Yeah, but I got a kick out of it when you think about it. But after you got to the payout, obviously, you know, it was worth it because, honest to God, when you saw that image, basically, of both Mario and Luigi possessing the power of the Grand Star and getting super forms and getting that cool glow, that looks so badass. For Mario, you never had something like this in the games where he could get the power of the Grand Star and get a super form and get complete invincibility and basically just beat the crap out of anybody, just basic similar to Supersonic. So I think that's why they delayed the movie for a couple more months, because maybe they had to change the ending, which is understandable because it looked so badass. Again, Mario had to face so much adversity in the movie, so much struggle. Give him an ultimate payout and have him and Luigi beat the crap out of Bowser, and that double stomp at the end in mid-air, which is so cool. I'm not gonna lie. But at the end of the day, all is saved, everything's good and dandy, and of course, you know, obviously the Mario Brothers are now permanent residents of the Mushroom Kingdom. So yes, that's the review right there. Everybody, let me know what you think about the movie here and there. Look, I'm gonna be honest with you, I've already seen the movie twice. It's worth every penny. If you're gonna go see the movie this weekend, obviously, please do. At the end of the day, you know, me personally, I paid for the IMAX experience just because I wanted to see in crisp HD, get the full, sound effects. It's worth it at the end of the day, because watching it in IMAX is a better investment than watching it in 3D. I'm not lying to you. It's better going with the full IMAX experience. It's just better. You get Dolby sound. It feels great. You're not gonna regret it. So, you know, because at the end of the day, you know, I said to myself, is it worth watching a second time? Yes, it is, but I want to pay a premium for it, not just pay what I just previously paid for a cheaper version. You know, I might even get a third showing this weekend. We'll see how things play out at work. Again, but that's my review right there. Everything I told you is the God honest truth. You know, I'm not holding anything back. So again, you know, let me know what y'all think about this. And again, Nintendo, fantastic job right here. Please consider making other intellectual properties movies similar to the Mario Brothers movie. You know, like a Zelda movie, considering the fact that we did get an Easter egg of obviously Zelda 1 during that one scene right there, if you know what I'm talking about. Alright, peace out, everybody.